Welcome back to Nation of Glory, the place where stories breathe life, where legends rise in front of us, and where the hearts behind Hollywood's brightest stars are revealed in their truest form. Today, we venture into the unforgettable, emotional, and deeply inspiring story of a man whose performances shaped generations, whose characters felt like old friends, and whose humanity off-screen made millions believe that kindness can truly be a superpower. This is the story of Thomas Jeffrey Hanks, known to the world as Tom Hanks, the man who became the soul of American cinema, the storyteller whose films touched hearts across decades, and the cultural icon whose journey teaches us that humility, hope, and honesty are more powerful than any spotlight. Imagine a world without the characters he brought to life. Imagine no Forrest Gump sitting on that bench, no Captain Miller storming the beaches in Saving Private Ryan, no Chuck Nolan screaming, "Wilson," no Woody telling us, "You've got a friend in me." These characters didn't just entertain the world, they shaped it. They made people cry, laugh, hope, and believe. But behind each character stands Tom Hanks, a man whose own story is filled with struggles, loneliness, dreams, heartbreaks, and triumphs that very few ever knew. Tom Hanks was born on July 9, 1956, in Concord, California. His childhood wasn't filled with luxury or stability. In fact, it was far from what most people imagine when they think of a future superstar. His parents divorced when he was just 5 years old, and that split created a life of constant movement, new homes, new step-parents, new schools, new places, new uncertainties. Tom was passed between living with his father and mother, navigating a patchwork childhood where love was present but rarely peaceful. He once described himself as a geek, growing up, quiet, shy, awkward, but observant. He wasn't the kid everyone knew. He was the kid who watched, listened, studied people, and absorbed emotions like a sponge. He was lonely at times, but that loneliness helped him understand the human heart in a way few children do. It built empathy inside him, layer by layer, until eventually it shaped the actor the world would cherish. Like many kids who grow up in instability, he found comfort in stories. Movies became his escape. Theater became his fascination. Characters became his friends. And although he didn't know it yet, storytelling was slowly becoming his destiny. High school became the first place where Tom discovered that performing wasn't just something he enjoyed, it was something that made him feel alive. He wasn't doing it for popularity. He wasn't doing it for praise. He was doing it because it felt natural, like something inside him had been waiting to break free. So he took a leap. He began studying theater in college. While other students chose careers with clearer security, Tom chose the unpredictable path of acting. No guarantee of success. No roadmap. No safety net. Just passion, curiosity, and faith in himself. His early years weren't glamorous. He acted in small plays, slept in cheap apartments, worked odd jobs, and navigated the often cruel world of auditions. But every role, no matter how small, taught him something. Every rejection sharpened him. Every performance strengthened his craft. Tom wasn't trying to become a star. He was trying to become great at storytelling. And sometimes that humble approach is exactly what destiny rewards. His first major break came when he landed a role in a TV show called Bosom Buddies. It was comedic, quirky, and even a little strange, but it allowed Tom to shine. He played funny, emotional, relatable characters with an honesty that made audiences adore him. Hollywood noticed something rare, a young actor with natural comedic timing, emotional depth, and a warmth that reached through the screen. Movies soon followed. Splash pushed him into mainstream fame. Big made him a certified star. In Big, Tom played a child trapped in an adult body, and he delivered the role with such innocence, vulnerability, and authenticity that the film became a global hit. People didn't feel like they were watching a performance, they felt like they were watching a real boy expressing wonder, fear, joy, and confusion. That was Tom's gift. That was his magic. He didn't act characters. He became them. But even after success, Tom faced a turning point. Comedy made him famous, but he wanted more. He wanted depth. He wanted roles that challenged him. He wanted films that left an emotional impact. And he made a bold, risky decision that many actors feared. He stepped away from safe roles and moved toward dramatic storytelling. His transformation happened in the 1990s, a decade that would define him forever. In 1993, he starred in Philadelphia, a film that demanded emotional courage and vulnerability. Tom played a man dying of AIDS at a time when society was still drowning in stigma and fear. He delivered a performance so raw, so human, so heartbreakingly honest that it changed the way millions saw the disease, and it earned him his first Academy Award for Best Actor. It wasn't just acting, it was empathy in its purest form. 1 year later, Tom Hanks did the unthinkable. He won a second consecutive Academy Award for Forrest Gump. And oh, Forrest Gump. A character who loved with simplicity, lived with innocence, and taught the world that life is like a box of chocolates. Tom didn't just portray Forrest, he became Forrest. Every expression, every line, every emotional beat carried sincerity. That film became a cultural phenomenon, not because of special effects or action, but because Tom Hanks breathed life into a character who reminded the world about kindness, perseverance, and destiny. Most actors are lucky to have one iconic role in their career. Tom Hanks created a library of them. In 1995, he became the voice of Woody in Toy Story, beginning a franchise that would define childhoods for generations. Through animation alone, Tom delivered warmth, humor, loyalty, fear, and friendship. Woody wasn't just a toy. He was a piece of childhood comfort for millions of people around the world. And the voice behind him, steady, caring, sincere, was Tom's. But his journey didn't stop there. That same year, he starred in Apollo 13, portraying astronaut Jim Lovell in a true story of courage, disaster, and determination. Tom's performance captured the spirit of leadership and bravery under the harshest circumstances. Then, 1998 brought Saving Private Ryan, one of the greatest war films ever made. Tom's portrayal of Captain John Miller is still seen as a masterclass in acting. He didn't play a superhero soldier. He played a teacher-turned-leader, a man dealing with fear, responsibility, and humanity in the chaos of war. His performance was quiet yet powerful, emotional yet controlled, heroic yet painfully real. And the iconic roles kept coming. The Green Mile, Cast Away, Catch Me If You Can, The Terminal, Captain Phillips, Bridge of Spies, Sully, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Each film brought new depth, new emotion, new shades of humanity. Tom Hanks became more than an actor. He became a symbol of trust. When he appeared on screen, people felt safe. They felt connected. They believed the story. That is a power very few actors in history have ever possessed. But why do people love him so deeply? It's not just because he's talented. It's because he is real. Behind the fame, behind the cameras, behind the awards, Tom Hanks is still the humble, thoughtful, kind-hearted man he was as a young boy. He treats people with respect. He values humanity. He supports good causes. He shows up for his fans. He works for the pure love of storytelling. Tom Hanks once said that acting isn't about pretending, it's about truth. And that truth has guided his entire life. But before we celebrate the heights, we must honor the struggles. Tom didn't rise without pain. His early life left scars, emotional ones. The instability, the loneliness, the constant moving left him searching for belonging. Even as fame arrived, he dealt with burnout, stress, and personal challenges that tested him deeply. But instead of letting those struggles break him, he let them strengthen him. He used them to bring emotional authenticity to every character. That's why his roles feel so real, because somewhere inside them lives a piece of his own journey. Tom also understood love in a profound way. After his first marriage ended painfully, he eventually found not just a partner, but a soulmate in Rita Wilson. Their marriage became one of Hollywood's strongest relationships, a bond built on respect, humor, resilience, and unwavering support. When Rita faced cancer, Tom stood by her side. When Tom battled health issues of his own, she stood by his. They are proof that love can survive fame, pressure, and hardship. Even as decades passed, Tom remained relevant, powerful, and beloved. He reinvented himself multiple times: actor, filmmaker, producer, author. And through it all, he stayed grounded. During moments of public fear, Tom became a symbol of calm. When the pandemic first began, he and Rita were among the first celebrities to publicly reveal they had tested positive. Instead of hiding, Tom chose transparency. He gave reassurance. He offered comfort. His messages brought peace to millions of frightened people around the world. That is the impact of a true cultural icon. Through the years, Tom Hanks has shown the world that you can succeed without arrogance, shine without overshadowing others, lead without ego, and inspire without trying to impress. His career stands as a testament to honesty, respect, kindness, and dedication to craft. He doesn't scream for attention. He earns admiration quietly. He doesn't play heroes with superpowers. He plays heroes with humanity. He doesn't chase fame. He chases stories. And the world loves him for it. Even today, after more than 4 decades in the industry, Tom Hanks continues to bring life to characters that touch the human soul. He continues to direct, produce, write, and create. He continues to show up with sincerity and passion. He continues to be an anchor in Hollywood, a symbol of integrity in an ever-changing world. His legacy cannot be measured only in box office numbers, though he is one of the highest-grossing actors of all time. His legacy lives in the people he inspired, in the emotions he awakened, in the countless lives he touched simply by telling stories with truth. Tom Hanks is more than a star. He is a reminder that greatness doesn't come from perfection, it comes from heart. That success isn't just about talent, it's about character. That the roles we play in life matter long after the credits roll. From a shy, lonely boy searching for belonging to one of the most beloved figures in global entertainment, his journey is proof that no matter where you begin, you can rise to heights beyond imagination with humility, dedication, and kindness. And that, dear viewers of Nation of Glory, is the extraordinary story of Tom Hanks. A story of resilience, compassion, artistry, and humanity. A story that reminds us that courage can be quiet, love can be simple, and impact can be eternal. Thank you for joining us on this emotional and inspiring journey through the life of Tom Hanks. If you enjoyed this long-form story and want more powerful Hollywood journeys, make sure to subscribe to Nation of Glory, hit the like button, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder that kindness and perseverance still matter in this world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.